The following reading is from How to Work for Yourself. Discover the success principles I learned from being self-employed for 20 years. Chapter 10. Longevity is the seal of success. Section on the navigation system gets you there. The navigation system gets you there. Some of life's most valuable lessons come from the most unexpected places. One of them, I believe, can be learned from something many of us rely on regularly: the navigation system. Gone are the days of printing out directions from a computer before heading out. Today, we type an address into our smartphones, hit the road, and trust the navigation system or GPS to guide us. It has become our modern-day compass. When you're traveling to a place you've never been before, there's often a sense of unease at the beginning of the journey. Human beings are naturally uncomfortable with the unknown. Still, as the GPS leads you through unfamiliar streets and winding roads, you remain hopeful. You follow the instructions, trusting the process, and more often than not, it works. Before you know it, you've arrived at your destination, sometimes even earlier than expected. You pull into the parking lot of a restaurant for a business meeting, an office for a job interview, or a friend's driveway for a long-awaited reunion. All you had to do was get in the car and drive as directed. Thank God, you sigh with relief as you walk in on time. Yet, navigation systems aren't perfect, and we know that. Most of us, I'm sure, have experienced that moment when the GPS cheerfully announces, "You have arrived." And you look around thinking, "Arrived where?" You're standing in the middle of nowhere, and this can't possibly be the destination. The system believes it has done its job. It has no further instructions to give. At that point, the responsibility is on you to problem solve. You become more alert, you trust that the GPS has brought you close enough and that the exact location must be nearby. So, you slow down, pay closer attention, circle the area, or even park the car and continue on foot. By now, frustration may start to creep in. You might feel disappointed or anxious. You still have not found the exact location. You get back into your car to continue searching. The system tells you to head northeast, and you think, northeast? How exactly am I supposed to know which way that is? Gears have truly shifted by now. You are no longer relying solely on technology, you must rely on yourself. You keep on, you observe, you ask questions. You might even call a friend for additional guidance. Then, boom, you find the location. You have arrived for sure. Now imagine if, instead, you had stayed in the car complaining about how the GPS failed you and how technology can't be trusted. Where would that get you? Nowhere. You'd miss your appointment, abandon your goal, or turn back in frustration, resulting in a clear loss. But with the right attitude, even an unexpected detour or breakdown can be turned around. Sometimes in life, the navigation system won't give you step-by-step instructions all the way to the finish line. It will only get you close enough. From there, success depends on your willingness to adapt, stay focused, and keep moving forward. There will be breakdowns and things will fall apart in life. It's inevitable. I know this firsthand. More than once, on my way to important meetings, I've had to pull over and reboot my phone, whispering a desperate prayer. Technology, please don't fail me now. One particular experience stands out. I was driving on the highway to the other side of town when I noticed my phone wasn't charging. Moments later, I realized the problem. The fuses in my car had blown. My phone battery was draining fast. Then, without warning, it died completely. There I was, mid-journey, with no directions and no idea where I was. I exited the highway into an unfamiliar area and pulled into a gas station. I bought a new phone charger for the wall outlets and asked the attendant if I could use one of their plugs. I waited patiently for nearly 20 minutes, watching my phone slowly come back to life. Those were the days of the BlackBerry, which didn't charge as fast as today's smartphones. This time, before leaving, I pulled up the directions from the phone and wrote them down on paper. I wasn't taking any more chances. Thankfully, it was daytime, and I was on my way to meet a friend visiting from out of town, someone who understood the delay. When technology fails, when a phone freezes, a system shuts down, or a tool we rely on stops working, we often feel helpless. So, what do we do then? Our navigation systems are powerful metaphors for the success systems in our lives. Mentors, coaches, colleagues, business partners, loved ones, and even various forms of technology that guide us along the way. Trust is required. We must be willing to be led, to stay flexible, and to adjust when things fall out of place. While we should be grateful for these people and systems, we must also recognize the importance of self-reliance. When things break down, we have to pick ourselves up, think creatively, and become solution-oriented. Progress continues not because everything works perfectly, but because we refuse to be defeated. True leaders understand this. Their legacy is defined not just by success, but by longevity, by how long they remain in the game, developing and strengthening organizations and the people within them. Year after year, they and those they have influenced continue to create, shape, and improve the world around them. That is the mark of lasting impact. Thank you for listening. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. See you again next time.